Hello Gemini, welcome to your tarot reading for June 15th to the 30th of June. This week, well, this reading I suppose, we're going to be using the Work Your Light Oracle cards. Whoa, come on, focus, there we go. The Work Your Light Oracle cards, just to see what energies we're playing with. We're going to be using the Energy Oracle cards and also the Fairy Tarot card, a few cards from that just to see what information we can have for you. So let's just see what's coming through for Gemini for the rest of this month. What's coming through for Gemini for the rest of June 15th to June 30th. What's coming through? What advice can we give to Geminis? Now this could be Gemini rising, Gemini moon, Gemini sun. Just see what information we've got coming for the area of Gemini. Okay, so you want to come through, you do as well, and these two did. So similar to Taurus in a way, all the cards wanted to come through. Alright, so let me just bring these out. If you want a personal reading, by the way, all the links you need to get one are down below. We'll get you sorted with a reading as soon as possible. Current wait time is probably around 3 to 4 days, just to make you aware of that. So ooh, you have the Ace of Wands. Apologies if you see red, by the way. My nails were not as dry as I thought they were. Life experience. This is mainly to do with the Tower and, you know, okay. Princess of Wands. Oh, and Prince of Wands. Okay, so you have both the Page and the Knight. And you have loads of fire here. Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to tune into what my guides are telling me and what these cards are telling me most of all. But the main thing is that it's kind of saying do something. You know, it's kind of like do it. That's all I'm getting. So I wanted a deeper meaning. Apparently there is no deeper meaning. Just go and do it. So the Ace of Wands here, this is very much about inspiration and creation. So maybe there's something that you held off from doing, or maybe there's something that your health has stopped you from doing, or something that you feel very much held back by. This is actually kicking into gear now. So you are going to try, or have to try, and navigate the sea of energy that you suddenly have for the next 2 weeks of June. So it could be because you have the full moon in Sagittarius, which is a really, yeah, let's go, let's play. That's the energy that's coming through for the Sagittarius full moon. But this is in your 7th house, and this is in, you know, your business, your romance, your other half, publicity, that kind of feeling. So it could be the fact that you are, you know, trying to balance a lot more, and Sagittarius is like, come on, do it. So you will feel a spark of something. You'll feel like maybe a solution, but it may cause you to let go of some stuff. So for instance, when you do get the spark of inspiration and you're like, yeah, I know what I can do, you'll have to sort of bring things down. This is Tower energy, but it's not very scary Tower energy. This is very much about having that, okay, so I need to deal with this maybe another time, or maybe something else, because I just need to focus on this. If you manifest on the end result, everything else will kind of sort out around it. You don't have, it's kind of like treating the symptoms of a health condition rather than treating the cause, you know. So it's kind of the feeling of, you know, I want to do this, but it's not going to get anywhere. If you just treat the things that are happening around you at the moment, you're never going to get to the end thing, so to speak, unless the money, unless the opportunity, the people are instrumental for the next step. Then absolutely try and see what you can get from those. Otherwise, I just feel like you may not be doing yourself a favour by picking on or choosing to focus on the things that are not really necessarily to deal with right now. So I think the more you focus on the end goal, the better or more alleviated you may feel, because it could be the fact that you're limiting yourself. And then you have these two, which kind of come in unison. So when these two come up, it's mostly about having that sort of spark of an idea, putting it into action, getting the messages, getting it organized, and then actually doing something about it. So it does feel like if you have, you know, had a project on mind, had a painting you wanted to finish, a book, if you wanted to do some public speaking or start a podcast or, you know, do something like that, this could be the time to do it. Or time to think of how to solve something creatively. It could be that you're really wanting to try something new, or you're trying to shift yourself into a higher state of being, because a lot of this is to do with energy and passion, but that's not only romantic passion. This is something to do with discovering something else that you're passionate about, discovering something more that you may have wanted to do or may have wanted to accomplish in your time, either on earth or as a project or something like that. Just something that you wanted to do for quite a long time is now coming into the picture, and trying to develop something personal for you, you know, trying to develop something that makes you happy, gives you a reason to get out of bed in the morning, gives you a reason to go and be and absolutely feel wonderful. And at the moment, if you have the idea, but you're like, oh, I don't know how much time I can afford to put on this, I don't know how, you know, I don't really know, because life experience basically tells you that it's probably going to go tits up if you don't do this and this. Just do it. Just go into it fearlessly as possible, and this will all sort out for you. So I'm just going to see what energy you're dealing with. See if there's something coming through for you guys. Because I do feel something. Well, I don't think you two wanted to come out. I think that was just my butterfingers. I do think you are going to have something to do with your health this month. Maybe you want to take care of yourself. Okay, you. Caring connections. Again, I did say about Sagittarius being in your 7th house of romance. I didn't want you to come through. That's not a nice one. Let's have a look. But it is upside down. Okay, so don't let this fear of deceit ruin what could be a very strong connection, because I feel like this is going to block your abundance. Maybe that's actually something that you're worried about. So from the life experience, or they're going to cheat on me, or they're not going to stay for long, it's just going to break down anyway, or you know, I'm not going to go and speak to this boss because they won't have my back, they won't do anything, because that's been your experience. That's been your experience before, where you've looked at it and gone, why bother? You know, my friends only let you down in the end. They're not necessary. I don't need to tell anybody how I'm feeling because they're just going to come back at me. That is blocking your abundance here. Your fear of being rejected, your fear of being said no, or having somebody leave you, you know, whether it be a friend, you tell the truth to a friend and they go, bye. You know, hopefully not, but this caring connection, if you've been worried about what that means, you know, and maybe, oh, right, okay, I've got this connection to this person, they're really nice, they have my back, and then just go, you know, that before, obviously, I understand your concerns there, but this fear is blocking your abundance that's potentially coming in for you guys, and I would hope that you're able to see it and deal with it accordingly, you know, when things happen. Let's just do a spiritual guidance card for you. So what does Gemini need to know for the rest of June? Please give, please give your guidance. Thank you very much for throwing those at me. The Great Gathering, Dance with Life. Okay, so Dance with Life is basically, as it says, do something to change your energy. You don't have to be in this fear spectacle for long. And I apologise that it's so dark. It's not summer in the UK, it's just a huge rain cloud, so I apologise if it's very dark for you. But do something to change your energy is very indicative of needing to play, needing to be bright, and just change the system, change your expectations. You know, maybe somebody's promised to take you on a trip somewhere and they never bothered before. You know, it could be eternal disappointment and then they never follow through on their promises. So it could be like, really? Okay, fine. So you don't want to get your hopes up. But at the same time with this, it's kind of saying just change your energy. Maybe do play. Maybe do think about what could happen. And then with the Great Gathering, it feels like, yes, you are calling in somebody who does care about you. You know, the people that you're going to be talking to because you've had this inspiration and because you want to get out there and get your end result, you know, you're going to actually meet people who really do understand you. They do get you. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to say, you know, I compare it to writing a lot of the times because that's what I'm most familiar with. So it could be that you have a book you want to query an agent with or look at publishers, and you're absolutely terrified because before you've just been pushed back all the time. Shove back, shove back, shove back. So it could be that you're worried about that, but this is actually drawing you and challenging you to change that energy, do something different, go into it a little bit more positive than maybe you have been previously. Make sure that you have your best foot forward and just go, yeah, you know what, I'm drawing the right people towards me. So I hope that helps you for this month, Gemini. Do let me know in the comments below how things go for you, and if there is anything else that you need. All the links are below as to how to get a personal reading or just to contact me. But thank you so much. I hope to speak to you guys soon. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in July.